good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Spartans about to kick it away and get this season started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense heads onto the field for the first possession of this game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. They start the season in the top 10, ideal position to make a run, but what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit, but talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. So Michigan State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, then he's obviously going to have a big year.
They'll give it to the back. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Here's why this was so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jason.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
They'll move the wide receiver. Snagged in the middle. It's Tillman.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
The run from the shotgun. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And the Spartans are on the move. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Let's talk a bit about Michigan State. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because we...
Oh, he's got some space. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
They'll go to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Touchdown, Sparty! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Back to pass. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on 3rd down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. So it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Love. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoke the fear of God into this defense, because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Pulls it in. It's Tillman. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Montgomery.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They'll send the back in motion. From the gun on 3rd down. Using the quick game. Running free. Touchdown, Michigan State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do. And they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Texas Tech is getting crushed today, and this is in front of a full house in Lubbock. That fan base should not be subjected to this. They're trailing by 14 to Alabama. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's got him.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down, making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man down the middle. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
What an effort getting to the quarterback there. And you think about Michigan State D-linemen, Jarrell Worthy, Shalik Calhoun, guys that would use their frame to their advantage, and you just could not block them. This guy has physical ability. He's got a lot of things you can't coach. One of those is that frame, and he used it right there to his advantage.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point in the game.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They go to the ground, finding open areas. There he goes. The 20, the 10, and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Spartans.
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they built this sizable lead. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here come the Irish back on offense. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Stoneburner. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Working that left side now. Dragged down at the 26 after a pickup of 5. Notre Dame right back to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the... He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on third and long to keep this drive going. Give to the back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The kick is on its way. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Tillman. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. It's great to spread the ball around and fool him, but if you've got a dude, feed him, and they are.
No doubt, Reese. That guy is a problem. I mean, you got a receiver that's so talented out wide, hard to cover. Go to him once, go to him twice. Shoot, let's go to him a third time.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's DeLuca. The Spartans in a good spot here with second and short. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Caught close to the marker, it's DeLuca. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty!
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it out. It's McGee. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Gives it on the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll move the tight end. They'll open the second half on the ground. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's up to 86 yards on the day, and the defense has been getting a steady diet of this dude on opening day. Makes the grab on the left. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. He wants to change this route. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got it in the middle, it's Tillman. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And now on second down for this offense. Handoff to the lone back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now on third down for this offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, it's picked off. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
And that is elite third down defense. First of all, you get him in third and long, and then you look to the go-to guy. Jesse, I am committing my resources to him because I know he's a freak, and I know you as a quarterback, you're trying to find that dude.
Yeah, and it's hard, third in California, to convert that. Doesn't matter how good your receiver is, and this dude's obviously one of the best in the country, but the defense, they were all over it, they were ready for it, and they get the big pick.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Time to take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense
unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Texas Tech is currently trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Patrick Mahomes, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by 10 to Alabama. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Makes it past the marker. He's got 99 yards rushing, and this offense wanted to establish the ground game, and man, have they started the season right in that regard. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking downfield on 1st down. And wings it incomplete.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Let's send the tight end in motion. Red pass, it's complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Where did he find a hole in that secondary? The Spartans will hustle to the line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it. He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a 1st down. And the Spartans kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan State has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On the run, it's Love. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Montgomery. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 22. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's, it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. The Spartans moving quickly to the line. Finds a soft spot. Touchdown, Michigan State! And they add 6 more to the board with a trip to the house. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Looking to throw on first down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Spartans. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
You didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the returner will be brought down. Here come the Irish, back on offense. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to take a shot. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Now on second down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He is like a loose boulder just rolling to the 32. Give him 109 yards rushing now here in week one. A solid start to this new campaign. Now facing a third and long. Trying play action. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the deflection on third down. How big is that? Forces a fourth down.
And that's a great idea by this defense, man. Third down, it's money down. Where are they going to go? They're going to go to their go-to guy. And what does the defense do? They double team him, take him away, and force the fourth down.
Motion from the wideout. On fourth down, looking for the completion. The short hands, it's Wade. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Let's go. Wants to go up top on first down. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Oh, he's got a chance. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, and this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long, so let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game, take the W into the locker room.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Using his legs, it's Jennings. Breaks into the open. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the Spartans come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Fires to the big fella. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. Assuming they can wrap this one up, guys, they've served notice early in the season. Winning a game like this, that this passing game will have to be dealt with.
Yeah, top 10 team, too, because everybody knew the talent they had coming back on offense, the playmakers at the skill positions. And, David, we've seen it early this season. In this game, they've been throwing it all over the yard.
Yeah, but you do want to see it against good competition, so that's what's fun about today. Like, proving it against a really good team. We can talk about, you know, this guy's a star, this guy's a star. Now doing it like this on this stage, now I'm a believer.
To the air on 1st down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He throws it back to the left, a risky ball.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That's caught. It's DeLuca. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. The Spartans looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab past the marker. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to barrel in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. And the Spartans racing to the line in the hurry-up. If there's time to pad the stats. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. They took it 71 yards down the field. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a